Hey there, history buffs! Welcome back to Record Rift, the channel where we dive deep into history's most epic moments. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss out on the fascinating tales from our past. Today, we're traveling back to one of the most pivotal moments in English history, the Battle of Hastings, 1066. A day that changed the course of England forever. Let's set the scene. 1066. England is in turmoil. King Edward the Confessor, the ruler of England, dies without a clear heir. Suddenly, three men are claiming the throne. Harold Godwin's son, the most powerful noble in England. William, Duke of Normandy, a distant cousin to Edward. Harald Hardrada, King of Norway, who believed he had a right to the throne. With so many contenders, things were bound to get messy. And in the end, only one would take the crown. Harold Godwin's son is crowned King of England shortly after Edward's death, but trouble is already brewing. On the other side of the Channel, Duke William of Normandy has his eyes on the throne. He claims that Edward promised him the throne years earlier, and he has the backing of the Pope. To him, it's not just a matter of pride, it's divine right. Meanwhile, up in the north, King Harald Hardrada of Norway decides it's time to stake his own claim. He teams up with Tostig Godwin's son, Harold's estranged brother, to invade England. But Harold Godwin's son, who had just been crowned king, has his hands full. He faces Hardrada and Tostig at the Battle of Stamford Bridge in the north, and after a brutal battle, he emerges victorious. But here's the twist: William of Normandy, ever the opportunist, is already preparing to invade England from the south. September 28, 1066. Harold's exhausted from his northern campaign, but he doesn't have time to rest. On October 14th, William lands in southern England at Pevensey with a massive force of around 7,000 men, including knights, archers, and foot soldiers. Harold, with a much smaller army, about 5,000 men, marches down from the north to meet the Normans at Hastings. With his victory at Hastings, William becomes the first Norman king of England. He's crowned William I on Christmas Day, 1066, beginning a new era for England. The Normans introduce sweeping changes, from language to culture to the very structure of society. The feudal system takes hold, and England's relationship with Europe is forever altered. The Battle of Hastings didn't just decide the fate of a throne, it set the stage for centuries of change in England and beyond. So, what's the big takeaway from the Battle of Hastings? It's a reminder of how one battle can shift the course of history. A single day, October 14th, 1066, reshaped England in ways that are still felt today. Thanks for tuning in to this epic tale of conquest and strategy here on Record Rift. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below with your thoughts on this historic battle. And hey, what other moments in history would you like us to explore? Let us know, and we'll dive right in. The two armies meet on a hilltop near Hastings. Harold's army is in a strong position, they're on high ground, using a shield wall to protect themselves. This tactic is a well-known Anglo-Saxon formation, where soldiers line up shoulder to shoulder with shields raised, creating an almost impenetrable defense. But William is no amateur. He uses clever tactics to break through the shield wall. He feigns retreats, luring the Saxons into breaking formation, and then he strikes with full force. The battle rages on for hours, with heavy losses on both sides. But it's the death of King Harold that turns the tide. As the story goes, Harold is struck in the eye by an arrow, a moment that's famously depicted in the Bayeux Tapestry. With their king down, the Saxon forces lose their will to fight. By evening, the battle is over. William of Normandy has won.